What's up guys, my name is Shishir Nigam and welcome again to our channel Journey to Freedom, where you can follow along on our journey to financial freedom through the worlds of Shopify and dropshipping. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, smash that like button if you're finding some value in the content, hit the notification bells as well so that you get to know every single time we put out a brand new video like this one. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 products under $50 that you should be testing in the coming month of July. We put out a brand new video just last week on the top 5 products you should be testing for June, and we got a very good response for that video and that content. So we're following up on that on the top 5 products that you should be testing in the coming month of July on your own dropshipping stores. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and drop a like if you're finding some value in the content. That is the only thing that we ask of you guys, because we put in a lot of time and effort into this content for you, and YouTube likes to know whether you have liked the value of the content. So if you hit the like button, YouTube then knows to put this content in front of other people like you who can also benefit from it. So without any further ado, let's get right into the content. So let's start here. Top 5 products for July that you need to be testing. The first one that we'll talk about is this MultiFunction Grinder, and this is actually a kitchen grinder. And as usual, let's start off with looking at the advertisement that's currently running for this particular product, and you'll see what the function of the item is. And essentially it's used as a kitchen grinder for grinding pretty much anything, spices, different grains, coffee as well. So lots of different things can be grinded, and this is a common issue for many people who are into cooking. They're not able to find the right kind of grinder to use that grinds things fine enough for their liking. So this is definitely a problem-solving product, and you can see it's gotten a good reception, lots of engagement, and lots of interest from people who are keen to try it out for themselves. And in AliExpress here, this is the listing for the product. You can see it can be used for a variety of different purposes, and they claim to be also shipping from the United States. This, you have to take this with a pinch of salt. Make sure you investigate this with the supplier. The reason why I have my doubts about this is because the delivery date estimate is July 28th, and we're currently in the beginning of July. So if this was indeed being shipped from the United States, it typically should not be taking that long to arrive. So my suspicion is that the supplier is still shipping this product out of its Chinese warehouse, and it's just claiming to ship them from the US. So definitely do your due diligence on this before assuming that it's being shipped locally from the US. But I would say this is a good problem-solving product to try. The cost price here, including shipping, is $17. The suggested retail price I would advise you to use would be just about $50, $49.99, and that results in a break-even return on ad spend of 1.5 times. I've mentioned in the previous video how we arrived at that number. This is essentially taking, first of all, you calculate the difference. What is your profit margin? So the difference between your retail price and your cost price is your profit margin, right? Now that profit margin is how much you can afford to spend on Facebook ads to drive one sale, right? So the way you calculate this ratio is you take the retail price and you divide it by the profit margin of the product. So that is how we arrive at 1.5 times. Now, interest that you can target for this item is obviously things like kitchen, coffee grinders, spices, spice grinder. So all these terms will have fairly large interest groups on Facebook, and these are all worth testing for this particular product. Moving on, the second product that you should be testing in the coming month of July is this Eyebrow Stamp. Let's quickly head over to Facebook to watch the product advertisement here. You can see here, this is in the beauty niche, obviously, and essentially it's a product that stamps on the ideal shape of the eyebrow that typically ladies are looking for, and it's often quite time consuming and tedious to do this by yourself, one by one, using custom methods. So this is one interesting product here. that is, you can see here that it has quite a few orders already. So there's some proof of concept. Rating is not ideal, not as high as you would like it to be on AliExpress. So I would definitely do a second check of the reviews for this product on Amazon.com. Look it up there and see whether people are actually liking what they're receiving when they buy it from Amazon. You can see this is a fairly low ticket item, but when you combine it with the shipping, it gets up there. So coming back to our numbers here, the cost price for this product is $8.09, and I would suggest you retail this at $24.99. And this is also a good target for creating bundles. So sell bundles of 2 or 3 of different shades. That's a great idea to increase your average order value, because you can see there are multiple shades available in this listing. So you can create palettes and color selection choices for your customers, and in the meantime also be able to increase your average order value. So you can sell a 3-pack, you can sell a 5-pack with all 5 shades on a discounted price, things like that. So the break-even return on ad spend for this is 1.5 times, and the interest targeting that you should aim for is makeup, beauty, skincare, cosmetics, eyebrows. So those generic trends will be all quite common, because anybody who's into basic makeup is definitely also working on their eyebrows. So this is another interesting one for the female niche. Hope you're finding value in the content so far, guys, and if you are, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so that you get to know every single time that we put out a brand new video. And make sure you stay till the end of this one to catch all the content, and comment below on what you like and what you'd like to hear about. Stay with us. The third product that you guys should consider testing out is this electric nail trimmer. Let's head over to Facebook. So this is an interesting product, which is actually a derivative of a very successful nail trimmer that was launched for pets. And that product did well for a very long time. It was all over the internet, all over Facebook. Many people were advertising that it was a pet nail grinder. And this is, essentially the same thing, but for human nails. So you can see here that they have gotten some good engagement, and most people have actually had some good experience with it. The people who have concerns on typically using a normal nail cutter, they could benefit from something like this. So you can see some positive response. Again, I would check on Amazon to see whether the product is reliable. But this is a $7.48 product. Again, shipping these days is expensive, so you're adding that cost to the price of the product. You end up with a cost price of $12.50 including shipping, and with that I would suggest retailing this at about $45, and that results in a pretty attractive break-even ROAS of 1.4 times. Now, interest targeting, you would target things like nails, manicure, bathroom accessories. So these, again, quite broad interest targets that you can try out. These are items which essentially everybody uses. So you don't necessarily need to be very narrow in your targeting. You can use very broad target groups and you'll probably find some traction, because pretty much everybody uses a nail clipper, right? So there's definitely a broad niche that could work for this. Now, the fourth product that you guys should test, and this is especially relevant to the season, are these fishing lures. So this is something interesting here. This video has a good scroll stopper, because this makes you look at it and it looks like a real fish, and then you do a second take and you realize, oh no, it's a fishing lure. So this can be something quite interesting because of the season we're in, summertime. And many people who have a passion for fishing, this is peak season for them to go out and do their thing. So, again, here you can see lots of positive engagement. Many people are quite happy with it. And this it's a very passionate niche of people that are in this particular category of fishing. So many people would happily buy this, especially when they see a new type of fishing lure come out on the market. You can see here that it has a good amount of small amount of orders, but good reviews. So $14 plus shipping. You end up with a cost price of about $19.20. So with that price, you still want to retail it close to $50, and it's a bit tight, 1.6 ROAS, break-even ROAS. So the profit margin is not very high here. So again, I would think about potentially bundling products and also talking to the supplier to try and negotiate a lower price. That can also be very useful. Interest targeting, you would target things like fishing, fly fishing, boating, summer. So all of these activities, trekking, all of these outdoor activities, people who are interested in these are likely to be also interested in fishing and interested in fishing lures. So this is another one which is quite niche in terms of who it's relevant for, but the people who are in the niche are very passionate about it. So definitely you'll find a good customer base if you can tag onto that particular segment of people. And finally, the fifth product that I would suggest you test is this table hockey game. And let's watch a quick video, and this is quite an interesting game. It caught my attention. You can see how this works. Essentially, it's a board game, really, and you're trying to get the pucks, as they say, or the circles across to the other side, and whoever gets all of them to one side wins, essentially. So, there's nothing very high-tech about this. You have a basic elastic at the edges that is functioning as the propellant, but it's a fun game that can serve as a time pass, especially in the current environment when people are confined to their homes in many places. Then this can be a good activity to engage the family, engage the kids, even for adults to pass their time when they're bored. So this can be an interesting one. It has quite a few orders, not very good reviews, so maybe it's this particular supplier. But again, check on Amazon, check on different suppliers on AliExpress that are selling the same product that have better quality packaging possibly. But this is something interesting, mainly because of the current environment that we're in. Many people are looking for ways to pass their time and looking for new types of entertainment. So the cost price of this product here is $20.15. Retail price, again, would be about $49.99 that you can price it at. The break-even return on ad spend would be 1.7 times with that profit margin. And the interest targeting would be things like games, board games, entertainment, card games, all the things that people like to do at home when they're having a small get-together or a party. Then those are all interests that would be quite relevant for this particular product. So this was a very quick rundown of the top 5 products that you should be testing in the coming month of July. I hope you guys found some value in this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Drop us a comment below on what you thought of the products, if you've tested any of these already before, and what you'd like to see coming up in the next videos. I personally answer and reply to every single comment. We do not have any virtual assistants that are responding. It is myself that is responding to you, so we'd love to hear from you. All of you guys that do comment and engage, thank you so much. We're really aiming to build a very cohesive family here that can grow together in our dropshipping and e-commerce businesses. So make sure you subscribe again to our channel. Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll catch you in the next one.